What would you do differently if you had a chance to start once again in Bindura area?
We have gained a lot of experience from Bindura as a troop or as an area, that when we having a chance of starting another new area, we have several things we think we can improve. One of it is that of employing maybe not 50 field officer but 25. If the 25 field officer could be equipped by better means of transport like the bicycles, and they can cover 4,000 people instead of 2,000. And if they are also supported by relevant monitoring skill tools, it could be done. That's one thing. Another thing we might also improve in a new area is the involvement of the local leaders, like the chief, the traditional leaders. We have learned that they should be the first passionates to be recruited in TCE, such that they can spearhead and they can easily be heard by the community. Mind you, they are very influential in the community, that when themselves are convinced and mobilized to be on the forefront of this fight against HIV and AIDS, this could be very, very easy for the general public or general community to accept the call. So these are some of the very crucial points we really need to improve in the event that we can get another new area, or we can also sell the idea to others who are also going to have new areas.
What were the biggest challenges you have faced as a project manager?
Oh, there are a lot of challenges. This also include the TCE Bindura was our very first area, where at times it was not easy to see how you are going to achieve all these set goals in 3 years. But I can say I had also some major challenges, I as a person, that of breaking through the barriers in terms of cultural barriers, ethics and beliefs of people, where I have also learned that you need to be down to earth in the community to learn exactly what do people want, and the people themselves also initiate what they want to, how they want to solve the problem. Like, for example, when we start to mobilize people for HIV test, it was not easy, but it was after we have also mobilized some of the very influential leaders. Like, for example, the New Start Center was on its official opening through mobilization. It was the governor himself who was the first person to say, yes, I have taken this test. And that was one of the big challenges, that you need to try and win the hearts of the influential people. And some of the big challenges also were including, leading people on day-to-day basis. 50 field officer. It was my first time to have such kind of a big load to actually see how each one of them are performing, how each one of them needs support from you day to day, how each one of them need counseling, because when they go out there, they are stressed. They see some people who are sick, they see some people who are hopeless, and they need to give hope. At times when they go back home, they come back home, they are hopeless. They are also really people who need even counseling. Though we have trained them to be counselors, but eventually you see there is need to sit down with them and some kind of counseling, some kind of inspiration, and motivating them to do much more. So those are some of the big challenges I have met.
What are your plans for the future?
We have several plans for the future. The future with the Bindura is that Bindura will continue by itself. The community will take over the program and continue. and we are happy to see active passionates trained in Bindura being able to take some of those moves so far. Those in the soil restaurant, we can see they can do without any close support from our field officer. And in terms of expansion, our future is that we are now concentrating on fundraising, looking for more funds to start new areas in the province and around here in Zimbabwe, because it is very necessary. For now, we are talking of just a district which is phasing out, but it is in our mother plan or major plan that we need to cover the whole of Mashonaland Central. We need to cover the whole of Zimbabwe. That's our major goal with the fight of HIV and AIDS. We are also crossing fingers with some of the partners where we have applied. We might also start TCE in Harare, in Mavuku and Tafara in the near future, if our donors could also agree with us. We also want to start maybe 3 areas if also the resources, financial resources could permit us. Bindura, Mandawen and Rushinga districts, Muzarabani, those 3 areas where they are in our plan that we can also start TC areas, but it is only when we have the resources. So we have different meetings with the NAG directors and Minister of Health and other donors, so that they help us to source some money to establish more areas, because it is very much needed.
Thank you very much for your time.